The Hornby R3602 is a Class 43 HST in the Intercity Swallow livery. It features pre-installed Valenta TTS sound, and it's one of the newest versions of the Hornby Class 43s, and it is the newest version in this livery. I first reviewed this model 6 months ago, but since then I've had some more experience with it, and I think it's a good time to reassess the scores I gave to this initially and actually see did she score a little bit better after a 6-month trial period. Let's take a look. Hi, thanks for joining today's video. So this is the first video where I'm actually revisiting a previous review, and it is because I've had some more exposure with this particular locomotive, and I have changed my opinion, I suppose, on it a little bit based on that experience. This is the R3602 TTS from Hornby, which features the TTS Valenta sound pre-installed in the two locomotives, and that sound I think gives a very good quality. I do have a separate out-of-box review which might be worth taking a look at, which goes through from start to finish. I also have a separate running session with this, so please take a look at that if you're interested a bit more. And I do have a review of the Mark III coaches that go with this particular HST and are a very good match to it. They're the Hornby versions, so check that out. I did that review a short while ago. So I did want to take a look at this because I have been using this for a while, and I have been looking at older footage of actual real-life HSTs in this livery, and I think I have become more impressed, I think, with the rendition that we've got here from Hornby, what they've got on offer here. I was impressed initially with some of the performance characteristics, and I suppose I've become more impressed with those, and also I probably become more impressed with the overall appearance and its matching to the prototype. It's a good match with the Mark III coaches that Hornby also provide, and overall with the level of detail, again, having these for a little bit more time, I've had a chance to be with them a bit more, get used to them, and so my opinion has probably improved, and I do have I give this a high rating initially anyway, probably just increasing that rating in terms of the experience I've had with it. The power car is in excess of 0.5 kilogram, which is pretty heavy for a Class 43 HST power car from Hornby, probably one of the heaviest in recent times. And there's also decent weight in the trailer car as well. Both have sound installed and both have speakers installed in them, which gives a very good effect, and that seems to be the way Hornby are going these days. But also really impressed with the overall level of detail in these particular coaches. The paint job is really excellent. There's a lot of additional roof detailing which wouldn't have been on some of the earlier HSTs. A lot of good detailing in the bogie area as well. It's very nice glazing across these locomotives. So they really do stand up very well. There's good lighting as well. There's good strong LED lighting on these now. They really are the de facto Class 43s in this particular livery, and with the Mark III coaches from Hornby as well, that really gives you a very prototypical set and a very good running set. So these do run very well, and so do the Mark III coaches that go with them. So let's take a look at the summary. So we're talking about the 3602 TTS, which has got both the power and dummy car in the Intercity Swallow livery. They have directional lighting, and they're pre-fitted with the 8-pin Valenta TTS sound decoders, one in both the power and the dummy cars. The weight of the cars, the power car is 516 grams and the dummy car at 181 grams. So the retail selling price has crept up a bit since I did my original review, and you'll tend to pay probably north of £250 these days. I've seen them going up to £290, £300, so that price has crept up a little bit in the last 6 months. In terms of the scorecard, so I have updated this to really reflect my revised view on this particular package. Performance-wise, I have notched it up a 0.5 point. I think the performance has been very consistent and very smooth, consistently smooth. And I have been adding extra cars to the rake that I've been running with this, and that has had given no sort of degradation in performance. So I am moving this up to a 4.5 star. And similarly on the appearance front, I think looking at the detailed photographs and video footage, hopefully you've got an appreciation for how really good these particular locomotive set look like. They really are good. So have notched it up another half a point there, giving it an extra half point on the appearance. Sound is the same as before, which is really the highest value I will give for a TTS sound decoder system. I think it is very good, and it makes the best use of TTS. Obviously TTS does have some limitations in terms of the number of concurrent sounds that you can have, but I think overall the sounds that are available here are very good and have been implemented well. The other scores here are the same, and I have increased the overall score to a 4.5 star, and I have increased my rating from a recommended to a highly recommended. This is a good looking HST. The sound quality is very good, it's pre-fitted. High speed running performance is really excellent, and when you marry these with the Mark IIIs from Hornby, you get a very high speed running train that will give you very reliable performance on a suitable layout. For people who are fans of this livery, this is an absolute must. So I think if you're modelling this particular era, this is a very prototypical package combined with the Hornby coaches, and really is a very good representation of this particular train type and livery. So hope that was useful to you. It was interesting for me to revisit this because of the changes in my opinion, I suppose, on some of the scores. Don't often change like that, but I suppose I have had some good experience with this, and have been looking at original footage of this particular locomotive and rolling stock, and that really has caused me to revisit these scores. So hopefully this was useful to you. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, and we hope to see you on one of these videos in the near future. Okay, thanks for now, and happy modelling.